Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fight Before the Fight, and I'm here with my co-host Naughty Nate. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing well. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show.
So, of course, this is exactly what it says it is, the Fight Before the Fight. This is where we talk about what goes on with the fighters, what they're prepping, how they're prepping, what's going through their heads. If they got anything they want to say to each other, you know, that this is where it all happens. So it's kind of a new little series that we put together, and it might be a continuing trend. I don't know, but we got a couple guests for you tonight. Two sets of guests, actually. Two opposing fights.
Heck yeah.
Who do we got tonight?
Man, we have an exciting guest tonight, two of them. We have Lights Out. He's on tonight. He'll be going against Mr. Gilchrist. They'll be competing for the 125 boxing title. Is that right?
135.
135. Yeah, give those boys an extra 10 pounds, man. That's sure to be a banger. Both these guys kind of have somewhat of the same style. They get in there and they exchange, and they throw heavy bombs.
I think this is going to be a pretty crazy fight. Like, I'm excited to see it, but you know, Lights Out, he's a Wall of Famer. He's been here for a very long time. I don't remember exactly the date that he showed up at the scrapyard. I just know it was a long time ago. And he's put in so much work. He's up to almost 60 fights in the scrapyard.
Yeah.
He fights amateur. And then his opponent is an upcoming fighter. He's been coming out for a little while now, and he's racked up some wins.
What is he, like 4-5-0? He's had
3 or 4-1.
Okay, so he's had one loss so far, but it was a really close. It was very close. I think it was a close
fight.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I'm excited to see that one. And then we also have the champion T-Don taking on the champion Golden Hands.
And that's former champion Golden Hands. He relinquished his title a while back. He didn't actually lose it. He relinquished it. So he gave the opportunity for other fighters to be able to, you know, come forth and claim the title. And you know, it's been passed around a little bit, and it wound up with T-Don as the champion. He won that in who did he beat for that? That was Stone Cold Ree Austin, I believe.
Yep, that was a banger too when those two had that match. You know, I had an interview with Golden Hands not too long ago, and he also corrected me on that champion thing. But like I told him, I think you're the champion until you're beat. And since he hasn't been beaten yet, I think we have a match here of two champions going at it. And whoever, you know, gets the W out of this, I think they're going to be the reigning champ. So you're not the champ until you beat the champ. T-Don's definitely in for a test come the 26th. But I know he's up for it, man. He was just in Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu at our open mat this past Friday. And that kid was looking sharp, man. He was aggressive, throwing together combinations. He had solid head movement. I know Golden Hands is a veteran of the ring. So I know he's going to come prepared, but this is going to definitely be an awesome match.
Oh, I completely agree. And I've seen nothing but improvements from T-Don from the moment he came out to the scrapyard the first time. And, you know, Golden Hands always was and is a fantastic boxer. So this is just going to be a crazy clash of two icons of the scrapyard.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. I love seeing these boxing matches too, especially when we're getting returning competitors, because we can look back on some of their other matches and really kind of dissect their style and how they you know, fight and stuff. And there's a lot to dissect with these individuals. Like I said, they bring a lot of skill and talent to the ring. So I'm excited to have them on as guests tonight. I can't wait to hear what they have to say about their opponents. I know I've spoken to these guys outside the podcast, and every one of them are excited for the 26th, especially Lights Out. Me and him were going back and forth today, and you know, it's crazy when you have been in almost 60 matches and you still get hyped up to get into another one, man. But that's just the kind of competitor Lights Out is, man. He's always ready to go. So I love that about him.
Yeah, I actually got a chance to do a little bit of sparring with Lights Out the other day. We met up in Tacoma and did a sparring session. Not just me and him. We had a number of people that showed up to that. It was a lot of fun. You know, sometimes we do barbecues, sometimes we just do impromptu sparring sessions. It's great because there's so many people in our community that are willing to meet up and just, you know, trade knowledge with each other and help each other get better.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about the scrapyard community too, is that, like I said, we've been saying this for a while now. We're not just here to beat you up, we're here to build you up as well. And, you know, touching a little bit on some of this training topics, I know that a lot of our competitors are out there training now, and I've been seeing it on social media. These guys are really putting in the work. I just want to caution safe training methods, guys. You guys, not every sparring match needs to be a fight. You want to make sure that you're isolating some of those techniques so that you're drilling them, and you're not trying to get so much CTE going into your matches. Like, you don't want to leave your career in the gym. So make sure that you're training smart. Do you have any training tips for any of these newer competitors that are, you know, just getting into competitive sports?
I do. So just to piggyback off of what you said, I believe that the fundamentals are key in making for good sparring, because without head movement, without footwork, without defense, I mean, you can go into a sparring session and just trade blows back and forth, and you're not really gaining anything from it. You're just fighting each other at that point. Sparring should be an exchange of technique. It should simulate what you're going to do when you get into a real fight, but it shouldn't be an all-out fight. And you really shouldn't be gaining any unnecessary damage from training. You should be picking up knowledge. I believe you can safely spar for years and be fine. But what I see with a lot of people, you know, they obviously want to get in a spar because that's fun, but don't neglect learning the basics. And that's what's going to keep you from getting hit. That's what's going to allow you to counter punches and that's where picking the brain of somebody with more knowledge or having a legitimate coach can really come into play.
Definitely. I agree with you. You know, I was trained pretty traditional, where we didn't do a lot of pad work. We learned a lot of our techniques through sparring. That's how we worked out a lot of our techniques, like through nutrition. That's kind of an older way of training. But because I've been trained like that for so long, there was a lot of heavy emphasis on sparring correctly. Now I feel like there is some need sometimes to go in there and do what's called like a hard spar. Especially for some of the newer people, there's some nuances that you need to work out, like being punch shy and learning how to manage that control and stuff like that, and getting used to the speed. But again, that can't be every single round. Those are very few and far between. I recommend you do those only if you plan on competing, so that, you know, the first time you get punched in the face hard isn't in the ring. You know, that stuff happens in the training room. You can make your adjustments, and that way in the ring, when it's, you know, it's necessary, it's not like you haven't been there before. But again, heavy emphasis on training safely, guys. Be safe. Don't waste your career in the gym.
Yes, I agree. And I came from a similar background as far as, well, for more so my boxing, where it was a lot of hard sparring. It's a lot of hard sparring, you know, and can cause you to pick up things pretty quick, you know. Obviously getting punched in the face is a good incentive to learn the defense and learn how to do things the right way.
Definitely.
I don't teach people the same way I was taught. I teach people. Now, granted, when I learned, though, I did learn all the basics. We just did a lot of hard sparring. I was drilled on everything that I needed to learn in order for me to be efficient in sparring. So, yeah, I just think that more modern methods of teaching fighters how to prepare for their matches is probably more effective than maybe the way that I learned it. But who knows? Maybe I wouldn't be where I'm at now if I didn't get
exactly. I think that there's definitely a balance to the two. You just got to find it, and depending on what group you're in and whatnot, you may get a little bit of this or a little bit of that, but you have to do what's best for you in your career, guys. And again, coming from a couple of seasoned, martial artists ourselves, we're just throwing caution out there. Be careful with how often you're doing these hard rounds. I know it's fun to get with your friends and just, go at each other, but again, your progression is limited and it's slow when you're doing everything at max speed as hard as you can. Your progression is not going to get there. So you got to learn how to tap into those flow states and settle in and relax when you're training. So there's just a little bit of advice again from a couple of seasoned martial artists. I hope, it helps out some of these new competitors that we're getting every month at the yard.
Yep. And you know what? If you're going to hard spar, take the proper precautions when you're hard sparring. I mean, let's say kickboxing, for instance. If you're going to hard spar kickboxing, you're of course going to want some nice puffy shin guards. You're going to want a cup. You're going to want some 16-ounce gloves. You know what? Headgear too. If you're going to go really hard, that all is going to help you out when you take all that stuff off and you get in there for the real thing and not have to be limited by what you had on when you were hard sparring. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Dehydration is a big thing with brain injuries,
Stay hydrated, guys, especially during this heat.
Yep. Brickhouse, what's up? Oh, I have a question from Russ here. He says, so random question, whatever happened to Pony Boy? I think his name was. He was fun to watch. Pony Boy and Pookie, they're brothers. Pony Boy comes out to the scrapyard probably every other month to help out. He's in the commentary booth. He does matchmaking. Super involved, we don't see Pookie as much. He comes out every once in a while and does a match, but I know he still follows what the scrapyard does and everything. So
yeah, he's still involved, and he still does a lot of support. We love having them out. Shout out real quick to Russ. I think that's Russ Bond. He's one of my old training buddies, former pro boxer himself. Me and him used to get in some pretty hard rounds. That's why he's in those comments saying, me being the voice of reason on sparring, you never thought he'd see the day. Yeah, buddy, we used to do some that's why I'm here cautioning these young guys now. It's also why I have a little slur in my speaking. So, watch yourself, guys.
Speaking of, coaches and sparring and stuff, my coach called me, my boxing coach.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He actually moved to Utah a few years back, and I haven't really seen him too much. Apparently about 6 months ago, I was having a conversation with him on the phone, and he said, hey, I want to come out to an event. I said, oh, you should come out to this anniversary event, so he booked his plane tickets right then and there. And so he just messaged me the other day and said, yeah, I'll be there, Friday. And I was like, oh really, man? He's like, yeah, I booked it like when we talked. It's like, okay, so people that have never met my boxing coach, maybe he'll come out Friday and get a little sparring in with me. So if some people are in the area, I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to put him in a position where, but I'm going to definitely get some footage of him kicking my ass. And
he may have to corner you for your match, man. It's kind of a blast from the past. That's awesome. Corner me. When's the last time you were able to see him and, get some training in?
So he called me one day and he's like, hey, what's your address, man? And I go, oh, it's this. And then I look over and he's pulling in my driveway as I'm telling him my address. So, we did training sessions for like 3 days. It was just trying to get as much in as I could with my old coach. And he was a former rugby player, so a lot of his workouts are very intensive. Yeah. They just break you down, and then it's like, okay, now we're going to spar. And I remember he's the one that really got us going with the whole scrapyard. When I was training with him so frequently, we would meet up in these parks, and it didn't matter if there was a thunderstorm going on or what. Like, it's like 2 hours of training in this park. And I remember he's like, let's put a ring in your yard since we're training so much. I was like, okay, you know, and this is right after I came back from Virginia
Mm-hmm.
for my fight. And so we started training in my yard, you know, and then one thing led to another.
Boom. You know, and that's some of that old school mentality that you can't lose, guys, that you really got to admire. Some of these old school guys, they don't care what the weather's like. They don't care what the terrain's like. They when it's time to train, it's time to train. And like Fire Chicken saying, when the way they train it's hard nose training, bro. Like you're gonna get a workout before you work out. That's essentially how I was trained too. You always wanted to go into your training a tad bit tired so that you can't rely on your strength.
Yeah.
You have to rely a lot on the technique because you don't have strength by then. Like you're already fatigued. A lot of your power is already gone. So when you get in there to fight, you're fighting against that mental aspect as well. So it's a very good method. Like I said, to get some plyometrics in, get a run in,
some weights, plyometrics, running, just pretty much everything. You know, your flexibility, your stretching, and that stuff all. When he had me working out constantly, I felt like I was in better shape than when I was doing, you know, mixed martial arts back in my early days of, you know, in my prime. And we would have people come up and train with us, and I was just so in such good shape that I felt like I go round after round after round.
Yeah.
It's like
And
nothing.
you could. Yeah, you could back then. It was
But
nothing.
he would not trick me, but I wouldn't know what we're doing. And we'd start sparring, and I'd say, okay, what are we doing? We doing a 5-minute round? He's like, whatever. And I look over, it's like 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Yep.
Like, oh no, we're just doing a round, man. Like it goes 10+ minutes. And
those are the let's see what kind of heart you have type of rounds, man.
Yeah.
Because they really do start to be you against you in there. Once you get in that deep water and you can't breathe, it's all you want to do. So it's easy to start dropping your hands. It's easy to do like lob type of punches, shitty technique. That stuff it's easy to do when you're fatigued. It happens to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. He'd put me on I'd have two heavy bags next to each other, and he'd say, all right, I want you to do speed. This is only speed, just as quick as you can. Shots. And then they would go like over, and with no break, it would be like, okay, power shots only, hard power shots for the duration. And then we'd move over, and he's like, all right, same thing, speed, and then power shots. And then I might get like a minute water break, and then it's like, all right, we're into the rounds now, and he's fresh, and I'm not. You know, it's like you really got to make sure your defense is like on point, or you're just gonna eat punches.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an old coach trick right there. You wear them down, then like, all right, now coach is ready to go. we're about there with the cardio now. I have to do the same thing to some of the young guys at our gym, man. Some of these younger guys, you know, I'm 37 now, so we get some 19, 20-year-olds in there, and they're like little energizer bunnies. They go all day, so you got to wear them down before you go a matchup against
like
them.
This guy right here.
Yeah, like that young
guy.
kid.
Yeah. I got to spar him the other day. He's a
handful. He's really a handful.
Yeah.
And he's getting his ground game down, so he's gonna be prepared come to 26. We've been working nonstop. Shout out to the chef, man. We've been working nonstop on getting that jiu-jitsu down. He's been working really hard. He's been showing up to every training, and
I love the dedication.
That work, man. That's
awesome.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to this event. Not just because of everything that surrounds it, but more so because of the fact that I've been watching all the competitors and I've been seeing how much work they've been putting in. Like they've been training nonstop for this event. So I expect a lot of good matches, a lot of solid technical matches come to 26.
Question, are you going to be staying down in the area for that day?
Oh, we will see. I know we stayed the night before because we got to travel about 3.5 hours to get over there. So it seems
bring a tent.
Easier. Yeah, it seems that, but we got how we are with my dogs. We got 3 dogs and they're like our babies. So if we can get someone to stay the night and watch them, we might do that. because it is going to be an all day, maybe even go into the night event.
So I'll speak on that really quick. I did get a message from Golden Hands just like a little while ago. He said he did say 10 minutes, and it was probably close to 10 minutes ago. So I'm expecting him to pop on like anytime.
All right.
But I do want to go over a few things that I do have listed here. So we have currently 49 fights pre-matched. Oh, I just heard a noise. Golden Hands, there he is. 49 fights pre-matched. I'm really telling you guys as fighters, please don't back out of your matches. This one's really important. When we pre-match people, your opponent is depending on you to show up to fight, and you let down your opponent, and sometimes they're traveling or have to make special preparations to be able to be here for the fight. And it's just really important that you do everything in your power. Don't overtrain yourself to where you get hurt the week before. Like, you know, I shouldn't get any messages on fight week being like, oh, I busted my hand in sparring tonight. Like, no, man, it's fight week. You shouldn't be sparring that hard.
Yeah, it should be maintenance, guys. That's all fight week is a maintenance week. Staying healthy, staying hydrated.
Already did the work. Now you're just waiting for the fight day. So there's that. And then I just want to talk really quick. I just finished up the May fights are edited. So I have all the fights done, and they're on our early access. So if you want to watch them, you can. There's like 3 on there, 2 on there that are done. I'll do the whole event in one video, and then I'll start diligently on the June fights. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while, but I've been working my ass off trying to get these fights out, and I can finally start on the June fights. So,
and you guys are still getting fights out every day. So
yeah,
you know how it is, guys. When there's so many fights out there, you can only do so much.
Okay, so Mr. Golden Hands is limited on time. We have him and his opponent in the back room waiting to come on. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the champion T-Don and our very first champion, Mr. Golden Hands himself. Welcome to the chat, guys.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Yo, what up? What up?
We got some rock stars here. I need to get some glasses too. Damn.
Yeah, you're missing out.
How's the training going? Good, good. How's the training been going for you, Golden Hands?
It's pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
Try to stay in shape.
Yeah, that's good.
Try to get as much sparring as I can. You know. I think with these fights, you gotta like really try to balance it out as far as training goes, because you're only doing like 3 rounds, 2 minutes, so you don't want to like overtrain. Because I think a lot of the other fights I did, I was training a little bit too hard, you know? So trying to find that balance in between.
That's good. Yeah, there you go. Staying healthy. That's really important. We were just speaking on that. How about for you, T-Don? How's the training been for you?
You know, it's been great. I'm off of school right now, so I'm not doing too much work or nothing like that. So a couple extra hours in the day. It's been going a long way. Been focusing a lot on cardio, power, some technical here and there, but not been great. Love getting a little workout in the sun. So you know, no complaints or nothing.
Love it, man. Hell yeah,
man. I've been working like crazy, man. I worked like 80 hours last week.
Yeah. You don't need to train when you're working like that. Yeah, that's what's up. That's awesome, man. So, Golden Hands, have you seen any of T-Don's matches? He's a current champion. You're a former champion. You had to give up the belt because you know, life and stuff like that. So it was vacant. He's the champion that acquired it. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, actually, Malik, it was his belt by the time he got it.
That's true. So, it has been a while since you gave it up.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, man, time flies. It's crazy. I think back, like, I'm like, oh shit, 5-year anniversary. I was like, has it really been 5 fucking years? Yeah. You know, that shit just flew by like super quick. You know? But yeah, I mean, someone had to get it. I didn't really watch his fight. Maybe I watched I think the last one like a little bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like study him
You're
too
just gonna
much.
go in there and do what you do then, huh?
Yeah, I'm just focusing on myself, you know.
I like it. What about you, T Don? I mean, Golden Hands, he's somewhat of a legend, being the first ever champion of the Scrapyard. What's that mean to you, going up against him as your opponent?
You know, honestly, it's an honor. Through my
Oh,
street
my
beef,
man's is gone, bro.
yes, sir. I'm through my street beefs journey. I'm really preparing myself for USA boxing and
He
amateur
got that
not.
that
So
two
I'm
bar
really
service.
looking forward to get this top tier competition out here. And you know, he is one of the OGs, one of the legends. Much respect to him. You know, I'm super excited for it. I'm glad he's back getting in the ring and we can make it happen.
Hmm. Do you have any strategy, or what's your strategy looking like going into this match, T Don?
Um, use my youth. I don't know. I've been working a lot on cardio or whatever, so you know, just honestly the constant pressure. You know, I got a few inches of height on golden hands or whatnot, so you know, try to use my range, stay fighting off of that jab. You know,
Mhm.
be ready to go all 3 rounds if needed. You know, besides that, you know, get in there, see what happens.
I like it, bro. That's solid strategy. Golden Hands, T-Don fights really aggressively. He really likes to throw those like exchanges. I don't know if like I guess you haven't really seen too many of his matches, but he constantly has that forward pressure. How are you going to respond to that?
Yeah, well, from what I see, it looks like he likes to come forward and put the pressure on him. So
Hmm.
him saying he's gonna stick and move and box, use his reach. I don't know, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'11".
Okay, 5'11". I'm 5'6", but
Couple
yeah, we
inches.
just gotta see because sometimes it kind of really depends, I think when people try to press me, I end up trying to like counter punch more,
Hmm.
um, versus if they're trying to, back up, um, then I'll put the pressure on them. I think
Yeah.
that's part of boxing is, if your opponent is boxing, then you fight more. If he's fighting more, then you try to box more. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah, I
So
mean
we're
that
just
is
gonna
one
have
way.
to we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah,
July
I,
26th.
July 26th. I love it. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
are you
I
guys
got.
excited to see? Oh, go ahead, Fire
Oh,
Chicken.
I
What
was
do you
just gonna
got?
say I got a question for you guys too. So you guys have had a number of matches out here at the Scrapyard, and I was kind of just wondering, based on your past opponents, like maybe what was your most memorable fight, or maybe your toughest fight that you've had in the Scrapyard. So go ahead, T-Don first.
um, that's a good question. I'm gonna say the my most memorable fight was my last one in April. My when I got the belt. It took a lot of work getting there or whatnot. I put in so countless hours into that fight or whatnot, and you know, um, as much as I wanted, it was a good fight. It was a great competition or whatnot. I learned a lot from it or whatnot, and yeah, you know, shout out to Ree Austin for that experience. Looking forward to take a lot what I learned from that fight and use it in this one.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh, for me, I would say the toughest fight is probably, or my toughest opponent would be probably Gallo, and my most memorable fight, I want to say like the Pinche fight, just because I went
Mm,
5 rounds. I never
yeah.
been 5 rounds before, so
Hmm.
that meant a lot to me. And then also I would mention the Armin fight. Um,
That was a good one
I
too.
just
Yeah.
felt, yeah, just because I won the belt, and I just felt really sharp that day. I think out of
Hmm.
all my fights, that was like probably like the sharpest I ever been as far as like feinting and moving and being aggressive also like the whole. I think I balanced it really well that fight, and I will say like the hardest punch I ever took in the yard was in that fight against Arm& Hammer. Even though he didn't really like land a lot of punches on me, just the ones that he did, I probably felt the most out of all my fights.
Well, he has that name for a reason. Yeah.
Armin's he's got a good punch and a really good head kick.
Yeah, he's strong.
Doesn't he have the record fastest knockout, right?
He does in an MMA fight, a 3.72 second knockout. Insane.
Dude ran right into his punch. Just ran straight into his punch. It happened, so dang, guys.
Gaio is actually signed up to fight. He's fighting. He's put on a little bit of weight. He's fighting Black Panther.
A little bit, man. I saw him last time. He looked like heavyweight, bro.
Well,
it's that man weight, bro. It's that man weight. Come on.
Hey, come on. I put on some weight too. It happens.
Baby weight.
Yeah.
No, I did too. I definitely put on some weight too. But I think part of it is just you get older and you put on. I think I'm physically like stronger. I put on more muscle too. So
yeah, you got that old man strength now. Definitely.
You looked really strong in your last fight. You look like you threw some really hard punches.
Yeah.
T-Don, how are you gonna respond to some of that power, man? What's your answer to that?
Hopefully, just get my head out of the way. But if it comes down to where we got to trade them power shots, I mean, I like to think I got a pretty fresh chin, iron chin. So we'll see who gets the best of those exchanges. But hopefully, I'd like to.
Yeah, man. Hey, we gotta put on the show, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We got all these high profile people coming out. So
that's it.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a special event.
And,
for sure.
Hopefully I can move my head out of the way or something. But if I need to eat them, I'm prepared for that.
I love it, man. I will contest to that iron chin that this kid has. He was at our open mat last Friday, and I hit him clean in the face, and he just shook that thing off. So I don't know if I got pillow hands or not, but this kid does have a solid chin, bro. So keep that in mind, Golden Hands.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Definitely gonna find out come to 26. Is there any other matches outside your guys' match that you guys are looking forward to?
Yeah, probably like Death Sentence. I'm a big fan.
I knew you would.
He puts on the show, so I respect that.
Does.
That's what's up. Wing C's gonna be there too. He also is a spectacle. For sure.
Oh, yeah. I was watching his fights early because he popped up on my feed, and I was watching some of his shit. But yeah, he's pretty good, man. He's good.
He's not bad for sure. He'll be taking on the Chef. Chef trains out of Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu too, so we'll see how that one turns out. He's been putting in quite a bit of work.
Okay. That's one of your guys, right?
That's one of our guys. Yep.
Okay.
Naughty Nate, he's doing a fight, wheelchair boxing match.
Yeah. I'm saying off my feet, bro.
Wheelchair? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I got a boxing match too. I'm fighting the guy that fights his followers on Instagram. Day number 23. Until I get knocked the fuck out.
Oh, you fighting that dude? Oh shit.
I'm fighting that guy. I've been talking to him for quite a while, and I've been leaving comments
seen when
on
he
videos.
He fought Andrew Tate.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's crazy, man.
He just fought Colby Covington.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was on a live, and I still need to find it because I talked to the dude yesterday. His name's Krogman, and I was like, "So you're gonna tell me who this ex UFC fighter is that you fought?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was who I just said." So.
Real quick question for you, Golden Hands. Since you've been around since the beginning, bro, are you surprised to see the evolution of the scrapyard to where it is today? Because going from literally 4 poles in the ground to where we are now, it's amazing. Did you anticipate that when you were competing early on?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, maybe not specifically, to where it is at today, but I know like Steve was definitely passionate about the yard. and I knew that you got to start somewhere, and over the years, every year has been improving, has been getting better. Um, so yeah, I did kind of expect that, and he's been doing a good job. And when you're passionate about something, that says a lot, and improvement will only follow.
That's so true. I love it,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Heck
Yep. It honestly has been just this huge passion in my life, and I love almost every aspect of it. There's the small bit of bickering with whatever that happens, but I still love it all and still put everything into it. So
Yeah. I remember the I think the second event, my first event. Yeah, like someone like took a piss or whatever, and Steve was fucking beefing about that shit.
Jeez, yeah, right.
We didn't have the porta potty yet, and someone
Yeah.
got a little too close to the forest line, and the neighbor might have seen him like, they're whatever. I don't know what, but we made sure.
But that's like the only time I see Steve get angry. Before,
I was mad.
Yeah,
That's
he was
understandable, though.
I think I've eased up a little bit. I was super critical in the beginning because like this is all new. I'm trying to make it all work. So I really had to kind of be a little bit more easygoing with things here moving forward. And I think it just makes it easier to deal with me. I should say. Well, you guys got anything else that you want to add maybe before you head off?
Yeah, final thoughts.
I'm gonna show it in the ring, man.
There you go. I love that. What do you got, T-Don?
Shit. Always love and respect. Let the best man win. I'll see you on the 26th, brother.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, guys, where can the fans find you guys on your social medias?
Catch me on Instagram, Tyler_Donner_. It'll pop up. You'll see me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm Golden Hand or Golden_Hands, and then instead of an S, it's a triple Z at the end.
All right.
I'm gonna add your guys' Instagram handles to the chat here. So guys, make sure you go over and follow these fighters and stay informed on their journey. And I'm sure they really appreciate having the followers. So
yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys for coming on the show, and stay safe, and we'll see you on fight day.
Yes, sir. Always
All right, I'm out.
Going
back to work, baby.
Yes, sir.
Back to work.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
All right,
have a good one.
Later.
So yeah.
All right. All right. I'm gonna share Golden Hands really quick. I got partially right there.
Wow. I'm excited to watch them too, man. I mean, like I said, Golden Hands is stepping into the ring with a ton of experience. But T-Don is he's full of fire. He's not scared to exchange. It's much like the next pair that we have coming up, where we are having lights out with close to 60 matches, stepping in there with a ton of experience against a young fighter with about 5 matches, but he has a ton of fire, a ton of heart. And like I said, these two kind of fight the same. I feel like they get in there and they exchange blows. And I anticipate this one being ended by, stoppage or knockout. Honestly, I don't think this is going decision.
I think, we just had the 4th of July, but we're going to see fireworks on this one. And it's definitely, there's just no way I see this going 3 rounds. I think someone's getting stopped. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have to make sure and have a good referee in there.
Yeah, definitely. Because here's the thing, like Gilchrist, he's not going to back down, and that's something you got to give that kid some credit, considering again how experienced Lights Out is. He's a veteran there, his name holds a lot of weight. The kid, I mean, Lights Out, he's only lost maybe a handful of matches out of,
and you know what,
60.
most of his losses are actually from MMA.
Yeah, it's not even in boxing.
Yeah, I think he even kickboxed too. Like he tries different things out. He's got close to 60 fights in the scrapyard.
Man, jeez.
But let's stop talking and bring these fighters on here, and let's get this underway. Welcome to the show, Mr. Gilchrist and Lights Out.
Yo.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good.
Heck yeah. How's the training been?
It's been tough.
Yeah. I saw that you have been getting some training in at a gym, Mr. Gilchrist.
Yeah, I was at Carrillo's, and I've been trying to fight with my left hand because in my most recent match, I threw a punch in the second round, which a lot of people didn't notice, but I started to develop finger tendonitis in my pointer finger. So I had to just back down. That's the only fight where you see me start fighting defensive ever. Mm-hmm. That was it. But yeah,
how's that injury doing? Is it all healed up now?
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Good. Nice. Yeah. You want to kick it off, Fire Chicken? You got any questions for these guys?
Well, I'll let you start. I'll figure something out as we go.
Yeah, so. No problem. How's it going, Lights Out?
Oh, it's good. It's always good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How's the training been for you, bro?
I mean, it's been good. You know what I mean? Always good. You know what I mean? I'm always in good shape. You know what I'm saying? Good faith with the Lord. So there ain't nothing that can stop that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Have you been able to get in any sparring or anything?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I just got into a little bit of sparring with the guys up at the waterfront.
I saw that. Yeah.
My man Steve, King Kyle, comedian, No Limit. Who else we have? We have Blue Bear.
T-Sav.
Bunch of people, man.
Crazy Legs.
Crazy Legs came out. It was just a good time, man. Everybody had fun. Weather was nice. Can't ask for any better, you know what I mean?
No, definitely not, man. Like I said, I saw those pictures on Facebook. It looked like a solid group of guys. It's extremely important to be able to train with others. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you're training by yourself. Me and Mr. Gilchrist had that conversation in a prior interview we did. So I'm really happy to see him getting in there and, being able to cross-train with some other individuals. Quick question for you, Mr. Gilchrist. Going into this match, you're going against a seasoned veteran of the yard. Lights Out here has close to 60 matches. How do you think that experience is or how are you gonna address that experience that he brings into the cage?
Well, how I'm thinking about it is, here's how I go into every fight. I'm a man, he's a man, anything can happen. That's how I go into it. But I noticed, I've been watching a lot of his fights, and you guys don't think the fight's going 3 rounds. This fight is going 3 rounds because when I watch his matches, I can definitely say he has a chin. In all of my fights in the yard, I've been hit like good couple of times, but I've never been wobbled where I had to step back, and I've never seen him get wobbled. So I feel like this fight's definitely going to go to 3, and we got the cardio to do it. Honestly, that's what I feel like is going to happen. It's going to be a decision.
What about you, Lights Out? How do you anticipate the match going? Me and Fire Chicken kind of anticipated this match being either a stoppage or a knockout, just based on the fact that you guys like to get in there and exchange with each other. I mean, it's bound to be a banger for sure. I just kind of figured one of you guys had the power to, touch the chin and put someone to sleep.
I mean, look, this is what I think is going to happen. You know what I mean? I've seen his fights. I've seen who he fought, the people who he's fought. I've cornered him in his first fight. I know a little bit about him, and I know a little bit about how he thinks in his mind. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna prove it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna prove it. You know what I mean? Because we've went against the same opponent. You know what I mean? And who was it? Wasn't it Rob? I think I went against Rob. Ready, Rob? Or
I didn't go against Rob. I went against Battle Wolf.
I went against somebody. But I just know that whoever I go against, I'm not losing, bro.
No. You're going to do what you do, huh?
And throughout everything, I'm 57-7, and that's not even just including the scrapyard. And you know what I mean? Right now I'm training for another title match, you know what I'm saying? At Hammerhead MMA for Shark Tank. I'm finna go win the 145 kickboxing title. So right now I've been training and I've been working. So at the end of the day, I know what I came here to do. I know what he came here to do. But let's just be real. I've had the championship for almost 3 years now. I don't see nobody taking it from me. So that's what that is. You know, I'll just let that be said right now. Ain't nobody taking it. You know what I mean?
And you were the former 145-pound champion. So you actually relinquished that title to move down to 135.
Correct. But and at the same time, shout out to my man, the chef. You know what I'm saying? I love him, bro. And I really think, I swear to God, whoever is sleeping on him, bro, he's not, bro. He's beating Wing C the fuck up, bro. I don't care what nobody says, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry for the language, but I don't care what nobody says, bro. Bro, Wing C is finna get it, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. I don't care. I want to say this right now. Out of all the young people that I've fought, that I've seen, I fought the chef, bro. And I'm telling you right now, bro, he's the most technical, young. He's young and technical, so it's just like, I like that. I just want to say that. I know he's knocking him out.
Yeah, I think you had a match with the chef, his second match. Yeah, I think you took him on when he before he even came to us over at Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu. You guys had a match. He's only grown since then, bro. I'm telling you, it's almost night and day from the fighter he was to the fighter he is now. Just in terms of aggression and mentality, I feel like he's grown and like almost. I mean, he's still a young man. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's really matured over the year and has become a lot more aggressive in how he approaches his training. He's a lot more dedicated. I think the fact that he had a kid, it's forced him to grow up a little bit and prioritize some things. And he's taking this pretty serious. So I'm sure he's going to appreciate your support for sure.
Oh yeah. I just wanna, yeah, he's winning, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
Bro. And
there we go.
This, bro. I just want to say this as I'm talking about people. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm gonna keep on saying this, bro, because he showed up, bro, and he didn't show up to fight me, bro. But it's okay, bro. I'll let it slide this time. But he still ain't shit. I just want to let that be known.
Don't give him the pass, huh?
But I wanted to know. I want to know. You feel me? He still ain't shit. And y'all, and you know who I'm talking about, and he knows who I'm talking about, bro.
He knows too, huh? All right.
You feel me? You didn't show up, bro, for me, bro, but you showed up for somebody who don't even know. You know what? I'm gonna keep it at that. But anyways, Mr.Gilchrist, bro.
Oh, I'm late to the party. I get it now.
I want I'm coming for you. This whole year, bro, I'm coming for you.
There we go. Mr. Gilchrist, with this being a title fight, bro, what's that mean to you? I mean, it's been a long time since anybody's been able, I don't think anybody's been able to take the title from Lights Out. So going into this, knowing that, how important is this title to you?
I mean, it's a title. If I win, I get the belt. So it's like, then I gotta defend it. And I've been looking at a lot of the reoccurring lightweights, and I'm looking at who's boxing and who's coming back, and I'm looking at their fighting styles and the potential title defenses that I would have to do. So, and I've been working against everybody that I've seen. Like I've been nonstop working about counters, my pressure defense, my cardio, and using my reach, because I'm around like 6 foot and I have a 74-inch reach. So I've been trying to work out my jab and my straights instead of just throwing hooks and uppercuts.
I like it. Yeah, Lights Out. You normally have the reach on your opponents, being with those lanky arms that you have. How are you going to address Mr. Gilchrist having the reach on you this time? You're going to have to do a lot more head movement.
I'm getting to his damn chin.
That's it.
I'm coming for your chin. If I'm taller, smaller, bigger, larger, I'm telling you, bro, I went against people way bigger, bro, 200-something pounds, bro, and I'm not going.
Kickstand. Kickstand was 200 pounds.
I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm coming for you, bro. And I'm going to let you know this right now, because I've been told this by a lot of people, bro. You're gonna resort back to what you used to know, bro. And that is all I know. you're gonna fight different in the beginning, but as soon as you start getting your ass whooped, you're gonna resort back to what you're used to. I'm telling you.
Do you think that you've had enough time, Mr. Gilchrist, to kind of fill some of those gaps that Lights Out is referring to?
Of course, because you know me, I train with people who are like 70 pounds heavier than me, and I'm only 135. Mm-hmm. And mind you, I be training with people who aren't even boxers. Like I train with my friend, he's coming out to the event. I think he's gonna fight, but he's new, so he might not get matched. But I train with him, and he's a Muay Thai fighter. So I be boxing with him while he's kicking me and elbowing me in my jaw. So it's like, you know, I'm used to taking some hard punches, and thing of what I've noticed about in all my fights is I get hit hard, I deliver one twice as hard. And it's like I have out of my 4 fights, there hasn't been a fight where I haven't either gotten a KO or dropped somebody. So it's like,
I think that's what makes this match so exciting. Because like I said, you guys have somewhat of the same style where you'll trade a hit to give a hit. And that makes for exciting matches, honestly.
I just want to say this, though. There's been a lot of people throughout time. And I can look back. It's like a big screenshot that's in my memory, bro. I could just look at it. A highlight. There's so many people who have people wrong. And I'm going to name them right now. They have made them bleed. They have beat them up, and I'm talking about. First off, it started with Blacksmith. It started with Blacksmith. Blacksmith made this one dude bleed hella. Thought he was going to do the same thing to me, and getting beat up. Then most recent one, I still fuck with him because that's my homeboy. But Blue ended up beating up this one dude, knocked him out. He thought he was going to do the same thing to me, and just ended up getting beat up. So I'm saying, like, there's a lot of people who have done people wrong, but they ain't doing me like that. And you say, I've dropped people, I've done this, I've done that. That's fine. And I love that. We love to see it. But I'm telling you right now, that's not me. And the people that I've seen you fight in the scrapyard as of so far, I'm telling you right now, they're not better than me, bro. I want to say that right now. They're just not. And you're going to see that, though. On the 26th, bro, you're going to see that, bro. That all the people you win, bro, is padding your record, bro. And when I come in and whoop your ass, there's no more pads for that record, bro, and I'm coming for you.
So you think you're beating me in 1 round?
I didn't say that. I just said I ain't losing against you.
And
There's
you think
losing against you. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so you think it's a 3-0 sweep. That's what you think it is.
Call it what you want.
So you think this fight's going to be a 3-0 sweep where you get every round?
It's whatever you think it is.
But I'm going to tell you right now, that's not what it's going to be. I'm going to just let you know. And if you want to aim for my chin, I'm going to leave it open for you. I'm going to rock with my shell. I'm going to rock with my shell and keep my head moving.
You leave that chin
if you get me in my chin, I'll give you the props. But you're going to have to work for this. I'm telling you, you're going to have to work to hit me right here. I'm not going to hold you. In every single fight, I've been using my movement. And I've been using it's like.
It's okay. I don't just want that chin, though. I don't just want that chin, bro. I don't want the chin, just the chin, bro. I want the body, too. I'm coming for everything, bro. I want everything, bro, and I'm coming for you, bro. I'm letting you know that.
All right, well, I may invite you inside. You know what? I'll purposely fight I'll fight at your range the whole fight.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys. This match is shaping up to be exactly what we're expecting it to be. And that's lots of exchanges. Like I said, guys, I think you guys have a similar style. You guys are going to be trading punch for punch. I love it, man.
I wanted to know, I'll ask both of you guys the same question, but you know, Lights Out, you've been around for a long time at the scrapyard, definitely a scrapyard veteran. Mr. Gilchrist, you know, you're new out here, but what are your guys' overall long-term goals with fighting?
That's hard. Yeah, I would say going pro too.
Going pro. Lights Out, same thing.
Yeah, I want to take it big. You know what I mean? I got a couple of things that I got planned. Like I said, I got another title that I got, coming up. So he's gonna see it. You know, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I've been working, bro, and we've been in the gym with it, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, I've been training with Ron, you know what I mean, and my
shout out Anomaly.
I've been training with Joey, my man Brendan, Ginger Ninja at Hammerhead MMA. So I'm telling you, bro, we've been doing a lot of work. There's a lot of things coming to the table, and I'm telling you, the win's one of them.
The win's one of them. Well, man, I'm telling you.
I mean, if you try to fight me how you fought Blue in your last match, I'm telling you, you're not gonna win. If you try to step in and throw stiff jabs at my body, and that's all you do, you're not gonna win. Because one, I have the reach advantage, and I could say, because you're stockier than me, you have more muscle mass than I do, so I would think you would punch harder. But I don't have no weak punches either. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you just sit there and throw stiff jabs, I'm either gonna take your body out or I'm gonna take your head off. It's one of the two. That's all I gotta say.
Does that change your strategy, Lights Out?
You ain't taking shit off. I'm gonna let you know
that. Hey, and look, I'm coming into this fight. I didn't expect no KOs, but I was definitely expecting some definitely good exchanges and hard punches to the jaw. And I feel like it's gonna go to decision, but if it goes less than that, we're gonna have a good fight. That's all I got.
Stop, bro. Q-Tip. I fought Q-Tip, and Q-Tip would dust you. I fought Turtle, and Turtle would dust you.
I don't even know who they are.
I'm telling you right now, I'm dust you. I don't care what you say. All that bullshit is all that bullshit, bro. But I'm telling you, bro.
All right, I'm gonna show you the bullshit in the ring. So I got.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Like I said, I hope we can maintain this same energy come the 26th, man. Because we're expecting fireworks. I know you guys are gonna live up to this match. Real quick before we let you guys go, is there any other matches that you guys are looking forward to seeing that day? I know you mentioned Lights Out. I know you mentioned the Chef's match. Outside of that one, who else are we looking at?
T-Don and Golden Hands. Ginger
That's gonna be a banger. Yeah.
I'm going against, but I'm looking forward to his fight though. Ain't Black Panther fighting?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Looks like him too, boy. Shout out my man Black Panther, boy. Stop playing with him. He's a goon. You know what I mean? You feel me? He's the one. Stop playing with him, bro. Wakanda forever. Stop playing with the man, bro.
Bro, we got close to 50 matches already pre-matched. It's looking like a crazy event. Most of these matches, we're getting returning competitors too. That's why I'm asking everybody, who else are you looking at the event, considering we're having so many returning competitors? Mr. Gilchrist, what do you got?
I've been looking at the card. I'm definitely looking forward to Fire Chicken's match, my match, Flex and OB. Somebody's falling. Somebody
is falling with that.
No way. I'm looking forward to Golden Hands and T-Don and my boy the Chef. He gonna put belt to ass. I feel like I seen Wing C. I've seen him do his thing, but like I watched him. It looked like that chin a little weak. Like I've seen him get knocked out, and I know the Chef. He got a chin on him. So that's all I gotta say.
Well, we just added a few more fights today, so some of the most recent ones I've added. Like I need to update the list on the sign-up so you guys know, but we got Space Monkeys fighting Tabasco and MMA, and then Tav versus Sano. Woo! That's gonna be crazy. If you guys, Sano, he knocked out the Kaiju. And
broke the internet when he did that.
Yeah, definitely heavy-handed. And then Tav is just looking super crisp in his last match.
Yes.
I could see a rematch with Tav and El Guanaco for sure.
I can't wait to get up in this ring, bro, because I'm gonna show everybody what it is.
Well, we can't wait to have you guys come July 26th. Like I said, I hope you guys keep that same energy. We're looking forward to the match. We appreciate you guys taking the time tonight to get on here and talk with us. I've been meaning to catch up with you guys and see how y'all are doing. It sounds like things are going great, though. Make sure you guys stay healthy, stay hydrated, and we'll see you at the event.
And also, guys, don't be afraid to make some reels and stuff and share. Even if you're just talking, share. Get people pumped up for this. Like,
you don't got to tell me twice. I've been making edits for the chef.
I saw that. Those are great, by the way, man. I actually like the one you made today on you. That was a really good edit, bro. Keep up with it. Like I said, some of these, we know who you guys are. You know what I mean? We follow you guys. We're excited. But for the fans out there that may not know who you are or may not be as familiar with you as we are, we want you guys to reach out to them and get them as hyped as we are, man, because we're expecting, like I said, an amazing event. So every little bit of help helps. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, guys. Thank you guys again for tonight.
You guys got anything you want to shout? Anybody you want to shout out or anything you guys want to say?
Yeah, I gotta shout out my two boys, my three, because I know the chef, he here. My brother Elijah, he back home. No, I think he's at work right now. He gonna come. And my brother Chris, he moved out to Cali, but hey, that's still my dog though.
There we go.
Also, hey, I just know if I fall, I'm gonna get up with a vengeance. I'm not going to sleep. I never have and I never will. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Lights out. You got any shout outs or anything?
I just want to say to the last thing he just said, if you fall, you already lost. I also want to say, shout out to Cavacata. You know what I'm saying? Get the lights out sauce. Try that. Hit you in the mouth just like me. I also want to say, blessings to God. You know what I'm saying? And praise Jesus. Thank God he let us live another day. And let's just keep on getting on. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the fight. But right now, he's my enemy. So I just want to say, we're in there. You know what I'm saying?
And real quick before you guys go, where can the fans find you guys on your socials?
They can find me. I got two Instagrams. One's all about boxing. That one is RS.JAYMAN. And the one I'm more active on is BACKER.JAYMAN. Those are my Instagrams, and I put all my boxing reels, things about my life, and all my training on both of those accounts. That's where you can find me at.
Yeah, I love it. It looks like Fire Chicken done put your at in the comments there.
I
so
did.
That's awesome.
So let's hear yours lights out so I can write it out.
My Instagram is lightsout_CTB. You already know what it is, baby. Cutthroat boxing over here. It's always and always will be. Yeah, just shout out to my niece Ava. You know what I'm saying? Ava Brown, she's gonna be a boxer too. So everybody look out for her, cause I promise you, she's gonna be a problem. She's only 5 now, but when she gets 16, 17, 18, she's gonna be a problem. She's only 5, but
well, I'm sure she will under your guidance, brother. Showing her the way. I love it.
Appreciate you guys for coming on the show. It's been great. Stay safe, and we'll see you on fight day.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna see y'all.
See y'all.
All right, guys. Later. Oh man.
Right?
I'm excited. Like every time we get one of these shows together and we get these guys in here, and I just get more and more pumped about the event that's coming up. Like it's next week's fight week, and it gets stressful. You guys don't realize, I don't think people watching realize how much goes into setting these things up. There's so much prep work. There's things that need to be printed out. There's things that need to be bought. There's work that needs to be done around the grounds. There's raking, vacuuming. There's getting stuff together, memory cards cleared, camera batteries charged. It's so much. And
reaching out to fighters.
Making
sure they're going to show up. Oh man, that alone is a full-time job. It's like herding cats, guys. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous sometimes.
You'd think that people are, have figured out the process by now, but not always.
They get hit in the head a lot, man. I mean, come on.
When I have to individually message each and every single person, and then sometimes I don't even get a response from them and they just don't show up to the fights. It's like, then I get like a message 2 months later, like, hey, I'm going to fight this month. Like, what about the last time when you signed up and didn't respond to your messages and I had a match up for you and that person to get a match? This one's really important. That happens in the events where we match up at the events, but and there will be some event matching at this one. Some, you know, if things go quick enough, I plan on this being a complete all day into the night ordeal. There's possibility some people will, you know, maybe if they're traveling, get an extra match. Who knows?
It's always
It depends
possible.
on who, depends on the type of match. It depends on a lot of stuff.
Like you mentioned, we're talking, you know, a good, I'm estimating here, guys, but we're expecting close to 8 hours roughly of fights. I'm maybe six to 8, but with 50 matches going on, plus those are 50 matches already pre-matched, plus we may be doing some matching at the event. Guys, you got to get that membership, guys. $4.99 to get it. You're going to be getting, like I said, roughly close to 6 to 8 hours worth of live fights, guys. Where are you going to get that?
Let me do my little sales speech for you guys. Now, before you shut it off, just listen. Obviously, like every single fight that happens at the Scrapyard is going to get put on our YouTube channel. So, but as I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, I am just getting in. So tomorrow I will start my June editing, and I had 22 fights in June. Means I'm going to have to get through 22 to 23 days of editing, maybe 25, upwards of 25 days of editing before I even get into the July. So with that said, like, your only bet on seeing your footage early is to get the membership section of our YouTube channel. That's it, guys. Like, and I can't make footage public. Because I don't want, and listen, guys, this is very important. If you're early access or pay-per-view or whatever level on there, don't be sharing the footage before it's public. We put a lot of work into setting these fights up, bringing people together, editing these awesome fights, and it's not right to, you know, take the footage and just share it beforehand. You'll get a really awesome video out of it eventually. The early access pay-per-view level stuff, you're able to sit there, you can sit and watch it with family, you know, for your own personal use, but just don't put it out publicly. Like, respect the process, respect the platform,
and you want that edited video, guys. You don't want to put out just raw footage. When he puts out those edited videos, it's the quality is, you know, 2 or 3 steps above that raw footage. So, you know, have some patience, sit back. It's gonna come out. Trust me, they all end up eventually coming out. It just takes a little bit of time because we're going through and dealing with so many matches, so many competitors. So I hope we get some understanding with that, man.
I think I should mention, like, you know, for each video that I edit, and I know people will be sitting on here that have edited a video in the past, and they're like, oh man, that's you're way too slow. No, it's about 2 hours to edit a video, between the thumbnail design, between the slow motion, inputting stats, the winners, the face-off stuff, the intros. If you haven't noticed with my channel, I don't just have like the same intro every single time. Like, I cut it up, I make different unique ones. Sometimes I change coloring of letters. Sometimes I try new things out, and I do that to just try to make it like a unique experience. And yeah, like, it does take time. It takes a couple hours per video to do. And I'm not complaining. I love it, but I wouldn't put that amount of
Dog.
I wouldn't put that amount of time into it if I didn't love it.
Yeah, definitely. It is a commitment, and you do a great job. And I do love how you're constantly looking to improve on the video footage. But it's testament, man. Like we heard from Golden Hands earlier, just the evolution of the Scrapyard from where it started to where it is now. It's true testament to how much passion and love you put into this. So
yeah,
you know, we all really appreciate that for sure.
I really feel like passion fuels the results, you know, when anything, that if you want something bad enough, if you love something enough, you'll do what you got to do to make it a reality. And that's how I've always felt about the Scrapyard, for one, growing up, my passion was editing videos. Not so much editing videos. I did that in the past, but editing, being creative, putting my own spin on something, digital, working on computers. Always loved that. But the other thing that I've always loved is fighting. Not necessarily fighting, but the fight game, the combat sports, all that stuff.
The lifestyle that comes with it, you know, staying healthy, training all the time, all of it, the camaraderie you meet, the people, all that stuff. It's a lifestyle, man.
And a lot of that actually came with the community, you know, with starting this whole thing. It came with the community, which is great because it benefits so many people. But I'm just saying for myself, like, those two passions of mine came together to where I can just completely be creative. I can put something out I love. I love seeing the fighters' reactions. I love seeing the fans' reactions to what we put out. And it just kind of encourages me to keep doing it. And then what we've built, this awesome community where people are getting opportunities and meeting new people. And that's added like another part of the passion for me.
I love it, man. Heck yeah. And that's why we are where we are. And, you know, the sky's the limit, guys. I mean, think about the next 5 years, bro. Where are we going to be at in the next 5 years? I'm excited to see where that's going, bro, because big things are on the way. This is just the start of it. I don't think too many people realize that this is really just the beginning of where the Scrapyard's going. I don't want to give away too much. I know that we like to keep some things under wraps, but I'm telling you guys, a lot of big things are happening. And yeah, I'm excited for it, man. It's gonna be
the documentary thing for one that we've talked about
just
in the past.
Alone. Yeah.
I mean, I know I've been mentioning it for so long, but when so many great things keep happening with us, it's caused me to push back the release date, the finish of the documentary, because it's like, oh, we got a lot of content, we're good, but then, hey, let's go do an invasion in Virginia and fly a bunch of fighters over and fight, you know, their best people over in the original Street Beefs. It's like, we got to document that. It's like, okay, we got this anniversary coming up where we got fighters flying in from different countries and different states. We got celebrities showing up that I never thought would give us the time of day out at this, you know, with what we created. It's just blown up to the point where it's gotten so many people's attention, and then it's got such a positive outlook on it because of word of mouth and what they see online, that people feel comfortable with coming out here and, you know, being part of it. And I love that. I love the fact that somebody could look at this and say, oh man, I'd never go out to some sketchy backyard fights. But then when they do, or they talk to somebody that did, they're like, no, actually it's okay. Actually, they're doing this, this, and this, and they have a system for this, and they check you with this. And it's like, it's organized, it's safe, and it's respectful, and it's going to build you up, not drag you down. So it's beneficial to so many people. Plus, now we're also getting to the point where our social media followings are really big. So people do want to be part of it. They want to collaborate. They're more interested in, like, I'm going to give this a try and have an opinion on it. So,
yeah. And I, for one, really do appreciate that you guys push back the documentary, just because it will showcase a lot of, like, how the community and how beautiful the Scrapyard is with each other. And it'll get rid of a lot of those, like, preconceived notions that people may have before they go to the Scrapyard. Once they can see, like, some in-depth behind the scenes, how people are prior to them getting in the ring, I think it'll change a lot of people's outlooks on it. Real quick, a big shout out to Mr. Dog. Thank you for your $4.99 donation, man. That's awesome. Heck yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dog. Us.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yep. Yeah, I think you nailed it there, Nate, with everything. Preconceived notions. Yep. You just don't know how it is until you come out here, and it's always something that I've wanted to fight myself is negative opinions of something that people had never been part of. Really, the only negative opinions that you're going to see of people out here at the Scrapyard are going to be from people that had some sort of a falling out with us. And it happens. You know,
it happens with every organization.
It does. To put it into perspective, we've had over 1,000 fights. So we've had over 2,000 fighters come through the scrapyard. And I want to say the number of like legit people, fighters that have been, you know, I'll even put staff in here too. Fighters and staff that have been kind of like, hey, we don't really want that kind of attitude here, or we don't like what you're bringing here. I would say it's less than 1% of what we have, you know. I'd say it's under 20 people for sure.
Yeah. And you're always going to have that 1%. Like, I mean, there's, you know, outlaw people out there that consider themselves 1%ers for that reason, you know, in anything. That's why they have the yin and the yang, man. You know, no matter how pure something is, there's always going to be like a drop of impurity in it. And that's understandable. You can't make everybody happy, but as a whole, the community is very supportive. It, you know, like we keep saying, it doesn't just beat you up, it builds you up, and you find support systems, you network, you find like-minded individuals, people to train with. As an individual that has been training for now 25 plus years, I've gone times where it's been very difficult to find training partners because you know, you can find anybody that wants to just punch you and hit you in the face, but it's hard to find those individuals that want to help build you up and that are willing to train with you safely. And that's a big thing right there for me, man, is properly training properly and training, you know, with some consideration for your training partners.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing too is people might not realize this, you know, I got to bring this up because it happened recently, but you know, you join our Facebook group, right? And I've been guilty of this in the past myself, is you join a group and you don't necessarily read through the rules. You know, you just in the group, right? You kind of have your expectations on how you're supposed to act. And I will say, like, people will post sparring footage or they'll post themselves hitting a heavy bag, and some people just don't really want to respect the fact that people come into this all at, you know, at different levels, and that even though their skill might not look like you would see a professional fighter, we still treat the people respectfully, because some people just need to find a gym or trying to find a gym to get better, and they're just trying to be involved in the community. And it actually takes a lot to put yourself out there and show others like what you look like doing in the ring, because in all honesty, not everybody is willing. Very small percentage are willing to actually get in there and show what they can do in a ring.
I agree with you. I think it used to be less than 1% of the population even trained martial arts. And out of that 1%, 1% of that 1% actually competed in you know, competition to where it was like full contact or MMA or anything like that. It's only a handful of martial artists that even compete. So out of all the people that train, only a handful of people even compete. So to be able to step out of your comfort zone and, you know, put yourself in that kind of situation willingly, it does take a special individual, or everybody would do it. And everybody says they can, but I'm telling you, it's different when you're walking into it willingly compared to when it just happens. You know, like on the street, if something just happens, you have no choice but to react. But to walk into something willingly, knowing that the potential of you getting injured or you get knocked out or something is there, that takes a different individual. So I always have respect for the guys that want to get in there and, you know, test their skill set and, you know, improve themselves.
Well, I mean, it's all on your, you know, your pride and everything. And everyone wants people to think like, oh, I'm tough. I can stand up for myself. You know, I can protect my family and all that stuff. But really, you know, the ones getting in there and showing this stuff, you know, they're actually doing it. So that's why I always tell everybody in the comments section, just say, glove up or shut up. You know, if you're not willing to get in there and do exactly what they're doing and show people you're better, then, I mean, talk is cheap.
Yeah. And I can contest to this. Trolls, they never show up.
Never.
The trolls never show up. So talk all you want, whatever. You guys never show up to actually do anything. So It's
we do get people that do show up that are confident, but I will tell you this, just about every one of them has said, hey, I'll be honest, like that was a little bit tougher than I thought. I'm going to get some training in. People get humbled, man. And it's fine. Sometimes you just need that little bit of humbling to, get you the extra knowledge and training and be part of the community. So,
definitely. I get it almost every time I train, man. You get a little bit humbled here or there. So
yep.
It's important. Real quick, I'd like to do a couple shout outs if that's all right.
Yes.
Sure. I want to give a quick shout out to Don Stoner, owner of Lone Wolf Academy out of Washougal, Washington. He's going to be hosting the Reptilian Top Team this Friday. They have a very solid jiu-jitsu program / MMA program. I'm going to be taking over some of our guys to be cross-training over there. Like I said, guys, it's very important. Safety when you're training, and for one gym to go to another gym, it means a lot, guys. I put my trust in Don and that his students aren't looking to injure any of our students that have fights coming up in a couple weeks. And, we've never had an issue over there. So big shout out to Don. He has a match coming up on August 9th at Roll-A-Lot in Salem, Oregon. So make sure you guys check that out and get tickets to that. I'd also like to do a shout out to one of the students there, Randy, the founder of, sorry, Randy, if I get this wrong, it's Accessa or ACSIA, Accessia Accreditation. Make sure you guys look into that. It's a foundation where they do background checks on all of your members of your gym to make sure that none of the members of your gym are a sex offender. I find that to be very important. I love that there's an accreditation out there that's willing to take that on, because it is kind of, you never know who you're going to get that's going to walk through the door. And snakes have been known to get through in some gyms. And you want to know who it is you're training with. Like I said, safety first. So by creating this business, Randy's been able to go in and get the names of the individuals at your gym and do a background check on them to make sure that everybody in the gym is on the up and up and that you know who you're training with. So big shout out to them. That's Axia Accreditation. And as always, guys, if you're looking to get some training in with me, you're welcome to come train with me over at Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu. That's located in Vancouver, Washington. DM me. I'll give you my schedule so we can get some training in. But yeah, and keep an eye out for the FOB podcast. I'm still working on the editing for that. I don't know when I'm going to release our latest episode. But yeah, that's eventually going to be coming out here soon. And as always, a big shout out to the Reptilian Top Team over at Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu, and my love, the Red Fox over here in the next room over. So thank you.
I think, just touching on what you mentioned there about the background checks and everything. I think that it's great that companies like that exist, that, they keep people safe and everything. There's a couple issues that the scrapyard had in the past where we found some information out and we had to let people go. Obviously we don't put up with any of that stuff out here. So I think that's awesome. And I encourage you guys to check out Reptilian Top Team at Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu. I myself need to get down there. I keep saying it, but I'll get down there.
Well, you're sporting the gear, so you gotta come through. You're definitely gonna have to come through now. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do my shout outs, So you know what? Shout out first off, everybody in the comments section here, the people on YouTube that are watching this after the fact, the fans, everybody on Instagram, TikTok, all the different platforms that take in our content. You guys are the ones that are viewing this whole thing, and we create this for you guys to see too. And thank you for being part of it and being supportive. I appreciate you all. Second, my staff members. Nate is one of them. Everyone that comes out to the events or helps out with moderation in the Facebook group or whatever they do in their own way, whether it's sharing, helping out, just whatever. Really appreciate you all too. You know, you guys help keep the group going. You help keep it organized and make it run a lot smoother. And then lastly, the fighters, you know, you guys come out here, you put it all on the line. You know that you're going to be seen by a lot of people, win, lose, or draw, and you continue to train and get better and find opportunities through us. And I'm glad we're able to provide that for you. It's been a great journey these last 5 years, and seeing fighters grow and move on to pros or, you know, get something positive out of what we're doing. So that brings me a lot of joy. The last shout out is obviously, you know, my wife, Mandy Bear. She helps out with so much in the scrapyard, sharing things, just tons and tons of planning and all that kind of stuff. So thank you, Mandy Bear.
Can I sneak one more in there real quick? The very last shout out, I want to do a shout out to our other co-host, Len. He couldn't make it tonight. He's going through some stuff, family stuff. You know, make sure, you know, we're a community. You guys are checking up on each other. And, you know, Lynn, I hope, you know, prayers to you guys. And I know whatever you're going through, you know, you're going to get through it, brother. You're a strong guy. You're a fighter. And we're going to be happy to have you back on the show here soon. So just want to give a quick shout out to him.
Yeah, we're thinking of you, Len.
Definitely.
Thinking of you and your family. So that's, you know, like people that are part of the scrapyard, they will find out we are a community and we try to be there for each other. I think it's really important because, you know, sometimes that's what's lacking is having people to talk to and you know, that kind of stuff. So I really know that a lot of us out here have made some good friends, connections and all that. And I'm really happy for that. So
me too.
Yep.
Next show potentially Thursday,
but I don't have a time, but it will be Thursday. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be somewhere around this time. Who do we have as the fighters on for that one?
So far we have Baylor BBC and Austin Barnes. They'll be doing an MMA match come the 26th.
Title fight.
Title fight. And that's going to be title fights. Definitely. That's going to be a classic wrestler versus striker match. So I'm really looking forward to that one. You know, when it comes to the two different styles, I'm a fan of both. I always lean a little bit over to the striking side because that's kind of where my base is. But obviously, I'm a big advocate for the ground game, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and Baylor has that down. So, you know, Austin, I've cornered him a few times. The kid is tall, he's lanky, he has the reach, he's able to throw combinations together. That's going to be a very exciting match.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but we may have a special guest on that.
You're going to want to tune in for that one, guys.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to tune in for that one. Still waiting on confirmation from that. And you know what? Like I keep telling everyone, get the early access because pay-per-view level, because there's going to be some special guests you've never seen at the scrapyard before on the 26th. I'm not trying to make this event all about the special guests. I'm trying to make it about the fighters. And that's just going to be the icing on the cake, like for the literal birthday of the scrapyard.
Hell yeah, man. Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. So we're about an hour and a half in. Oof. We thought we were going to have a short pod tonight, but we had some fireworks. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we had a lot to talk about, but I did get a video edited while I was on the podcast.
Of course, always working, bro.
I am. So thanks for co-hosting with us tonight. And I will see you Thursday.
Yeah, see you on Thursday. Thank you, guys.